Welcome to Session 5 of Making Faith Matter, a call to service. You've had a busy week this week. You've had to practice spontaneous service, you've kept a time log, you took the Passion for Service inventory. And I just wonder, did you have any surprises from any of those things? I hope so. And today you'll have plenty of time in class to discuss that. Now this week in your study, you looked at the fact that God has given us the opportunity to live lives that matter. Lives that last way beyond what we do here on earth. Isn't that amazing? We were made to live timeless lives, not temporal ones. We were made to live on earth doing things that leave a lasting impression and a lasting impact. And we are uniquely shaped to do certain things to usher in the kingdom of God. God has given you interest and passions, He has given you abilities and talents, and He's given you experiences. And He takes all of those different things and He wraps them into the unique position for you in this world to do certain things to help the least of these. Now, in the business world, that is called job fit, when you take your skills and abilities and you line them up with the right job. There's an I Love Lucy episode that illustrates a bad job fit. You probably remember this episode. Lucy decides that she needs to have a job, so she and Ethel go out and get a job in a candy factory. And her particular job in this factory is to wrap each individual piece of candy as it comes off of the conveyor belt. Well, she's doing quite fine with it, and the supervisor comes in and checks on her and says, "Good job, speed it up." And at that point, it becomes a very bad job fit for Lucy, as the candies coming off of the conveyor belt are coming way too fast for her to wrap them. So she ends up stuffing them in her chef's hat, down her blouse, and you remember the rest of the scene. Now, it wasn't that wrapping candy was an unworthy thing for her to be doing. She just was not designed to fit that job. Well, in the same way, never put me in a service opportunity that deals with technology. My husband would tell you that I'm technologically impaired, and I'm afraid I would have to agree. When I retired a few years ago, I had to turn in my BlackBerry device. And what that meant was that I had to get a new cell phone. Well, I dreaded learning a new piece of technology, so I pulled out the manual and I started to read. And I read that it said, push the end button to turn on the phone. What? I said to myself, this is not going to be good. Anything that has to end to begin is just backwards to me. Well, the point of this story is it's important for us to discern first our passions, our abilities, our experience, and then align them accordingly. For example, if you have skills and talents in communication and the homeless break your heart, then you might want to employ yourself in volunteer work doing brochures or literature for homeless organizations. If you have handyman skills and it's troubled teens that break your heart, then you might want to volunteer doing repair and maintenance at a home for runaways. If you are relational and a great listener and you care deeply about the unborn, then you might want to think about volunteering at a crisis pregnancy center. The blessing will be yours. In the book of Proverbs, it says, "The generous person shall become wealthy. By watering others, he waters himself." May God guide you this week as you make your faith matter.